Hola amigos de Cine Todo y Más. En esta ocasión tuvimos la oportunidad de conversar con un tremendo y muy versátil actor británico que ha participado en decenas de series y películas. Estoy seguro que lo has visto en más de una ocasión. Ha actuado en películas como Los Archivos Secretos X, Charlie y la fábrica de chocolates, La teoría del todo y muchísimas películas más. Me refiero al gran actor Adam Godley, quien también es parte de la serie The Great, de la cual vamos a hablar en esta ocasión con él. The Great es una comedia negra que está inspirada muy libremente en la historia de Catalina la Grande, la famosa emperatriz rusa, y está protagonizada por Elle Fanning y Nicholas Hoult. Adam Godley tiene un papel muy importante como Archie, y de esto estaremos conversando con él en esta entretenida entrevista. Hi Adam, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Juan.
I have watched you in several roles in many movies and TV shows and series like Breaking Bad, so it's a really pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
About that, you are a very versatile actor. You have done all kinds of roles in dramas and comedies. How did you prepare to play your character in The Great?
Well, as anybody knows who has watched the series, it kind of exists in a very particular place of comedy, tragedy, drama. It all happens at the same time. And when we first started working on the show as actors, we were like, is it drama? Is it comedy? Which one is it? And Tony McNamara and the director of those early episodes, Matt Shackman, helped us to realize that we commit to both of those things. We fully play the drama, we fully play the comedy, and they exist together. And I think it's what is essentially at the core of this series, is that it understands that as human beings, comedy and tragedy is part of our life. It's part of what it is to be a human being. We're not one thing. We're not either all drama or all comedy. It's all going on at the same time. And it makes these characters very human and very relatable. And I think that's part of what's the kind of genius of Tony's writing and why people so enjoy the series. It looks like these characters are all far away, distant in time, historical characters, but they're just human beings and they're struggling. And of course, Archie in particular is struggling quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a very fun character.
Yeah, he is.
And what do you like most about Archie?
I think it's that thing. I talked with Tony McNamara. We talked a lot about what's so interesting when your job, Archie's job is the head of the church. So he's supposed to not really be a human being. He's supposed to be up there, up somewhere.
Yes,
but he's
most in those times.
Yeah, absolutely. And yet he's a very human. He has all these struggles with his pansexuality and his libido and his anger and his politics, and he's very smart and he's very erratic, and he's also fighting to protect something that he feels is in the best interest of the people of Russia. It's not all about him. It is because he believes this is what is best for the people. And he definitely believes in God. So for me as an actor, to play somebody with all these contradictions and all these conflicts is just, it's the most beautiful thing. It's what any actor would want. And Tony's writing is so beautiful. And then you get to play with these wonderful actors who I love and admire so much. And we've now become a family. And then for the audience to respond in the way they have to the series, it's a great privilege and a wonderful thing.
Okay. Well, we know that this is a comedy. The Great is a rather free comedy about a very important character in Russian history, the Catherine the Great. But have you heard comments from people from Russia about the series, or historians, what they think about the Great?
I haven't, and I do wonder. I think anybody realizes that it's inspired by history.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pretending to present.
Yeah, we know, but maybe the
but yeah,
historians.
I'm very curious to know what people. I don't know if it's shown in Russia. I'm fascinated to know what people in Russia make of it. I can't imagine.
That will be interesting to know.
Yeah,
What
it
do you think
really
about
would. Yeah, it
this
really
vision
would.
of the history?
Yeah.
And what do you think has been the key to the success of the great? What do you think is the best of the show? Why the people love? Yeah, and we're going to be a third season now.
Yeah. I mean, it's wonderful that people do. I think as I, alluded to earlier, it's because it presents history in a very human, relatable way. These characters are very relatable. They feel like us. They don't feel like they're distant. And that's something that Tony McNamara was very keen to achieve with the series. And also it's so unexpected. It looks so beautiful. No expense has been spared on the sets and the costumes. People think we film in a palace maybe, but it's all a studio. And they've created this beautiful world. It looks absolutely beautiful. And yet it's got this kind of unexpected, comic, very modern, contemporary feel to it as well. Certainly the music and the language we use. So I think it's very relatable. It's very unusual. It's very original, very unexpected. And we all love it deeply, love working on it. And it's wonderful that people have responded so positively to it. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, it's relatable. These characters are relatable because they're human beings.
Yeah, it's fantastic that you say, because there are many characters that are not good,
Yes.
but you love it anyway.
Yes.
Well, they are
people,
manipulators,
yes.
they make tractions, but you love it anyway.
Yeah. Well, you
You
start
love
with
all characters.
Peter the Great. I mean, he's a terrible character.
Yes.
But you love him.
Yes.
And it's a tribute both to Tony, but also to Nick Holt, to play this character that we love him and we hate him. And,
Yes.
and of course, Catherine's relationship with Peter, they love each other, they hate each other, they can't live with each other, they can't live without each other. And all of the characters, one way or another, embody that. And yeah, these people do terrible things to each other, but we still love them and we kind of understand where they're coming from. Yeah.
And in that way, how is the relationship between you as actor with the crew? You seems to be like a family. Is it that?
It is like a family, and our crew are fantastic. You know, the camera people, the sound people, all the runners on the set. And of course, the actors. It's now 4 years we've been working on this show, and you really become a family. You know, it's 6 months to shoot a season. The hours are very long. We see more of them than we do our families. And I have huge admiration and respect for everybody who works on the show. It's long hours and a lot of work, but we all believe in it. There's enormous respect between us and a wonderful group of actors. It starts with Elle and Nick, who are both just terrific people, great leaders of the show, hugely talented. It's not always the case on a TV show. It can be,
I know.
wonderful,
and
or
you smile when you talk about them.
Yeah,
that's why I ask.
but in this case, it's really true. We all love each other very deeply and have huge admiration, respect for each other and for what we're doing. And it's really wonderful. It means everything to us that the audiences have responded as they have and enjoy it so much. It's really the icing on the cake, and it's why we do it. We do it for the audience. You want to entertain people, bring them joy, surprise them, give them something fun to look forward to. And I think season 3 really delivers in that respect. It's very unexpected, extraordinary things happen in season 3. Even for us, when we're reading the script, you're like, oh my goodness, that's going to happen. I didn't see that coming. So it's thrilling, and we're very lucky to work on it.
Yeah, and about that, I know you can tell us much, but what you can tell us maybe a little about the next season?
Well, it certainly starts off with, from my character's point of view, Archie, he's brought into the inner circle with Catherine. She realizes Archie understands Russia and is able to control the people in a way that may be useful to her. So she brings him into her inner circle which is very unexpected. Unexpected for Archie, but as always with Archie, there's 2 or 3 things going on at the same time. I also love his relationship with Aunt Elizabeth. They understand each other on a very deep level. So it's kind of, he starts off not being her enemy, but being her ally in season 3. And that was very, very interesting to play. And as I said, some very extreme, extraordinary, and unexpected things happen during the course of season 3. And it's a very powerful journey for Catherine and for all of the characters.
Okay. I want to know about the shootings, because you said that this is not made in a real palace. This is an studio. And if you can tell us something about that, about how are the film.
Well, we, you know, it's very helpful for any actor to the environment you work in. So I arrive as Adam Godley in the morning, and I sit in makeup, and the beard is placed on, and the hair, and the eyes, and the costume. And then I walk into the studio, and it's like being inside a palace. So it's so helpful to us as actors. We feel we're in Russia in the 18th century. And so the set designers, they've done such a fantastic job. We also film the exterior, the outside of the palace is in Caserta, Regia di Caserta in Italy, outside Naples.
Ah, okay.
So we go for a few weeks there to shoot the outside, but otherwise it's all studio. And it's a wonderful, it just helps your imagination, helps you to feel like you're in the place. So again, all those things are hugely helpful to us as actors. And I'm amazed when I walk on the set. You know, they should do tours of the set. It's so incredible.
Yeah, I knew it was a real palace.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The work. Well, to finish, I would like to send a greetings from your followers and fans in Chile and South America. If you can tell something to us.
Okay, hello, Chile. I'm so glad you enjoy The Great. Please watch season 3 on Lionsgate Plus and see what happens to everybody, but especially to Archie. Huzzah!
Thank you, really. Thank you so much.
Good. All right, it's lovely to talk to you, Juan. Okay.
The same.